Welcome, my intuitives, my mystics and healers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is me, Natasha Randolph from Psychic Medium Natasha LLC, and today I have a very important message talking about why us empaths need more rest. And I thought it was so appropriate to do this message in my bed, so let's get into it. So now, why do us empaths generally need more rest? And simple answer is, it's not because we are weak. That's a common misconception. Oh my gosh, you need more rest. Something's wrong with you. Or, the simple answer is us empaths need more rest because generally we process more than the average person. And what I mean process is that as an empath, what that means is you're not just that highly sensitive person that, picks up and senses from like the people and the spaces that you come into contact with. This, you can, like, depending on how open and receptive you are, you could be picking up on this simultaneously at the same time. So some empaths are more open than others. Some could be getting only gut feelings. Some could be getting downloads. They could have their ears ringing. They can see, intuitively see. It's just that as an empath, we generally are like very open in our energy. And when you are going about your day, like, doing your errands, taking your kids to school, going to work, whatever, grocery shopping, you're basically going around all these people, all these different places, and you're acting like a sponge. You're acting like a vacuum because, you're just so open as an energy. And unless you're being intentional with your energy, saying, I'm open to this, I'm keeping that out, basically spiritual hygiene. Unless you're doing your spiritual hygiene, then basically you're on autopilot. You're on default mode where you're just acting like a sponge or a vacuum, just continuously absorbing these residual and collective energies that exist around you, that you come into contact with. And then especially if you have bad boundaries or low personal boundaries, you could also be the person where, oh yeah, you can vent to me, I'll hold space for you, I'll absorb your stuff. And then, so it's like empaths, you are absorbing all this collective energy from the masses. You're absorbing this residual energy that exists in the spaces that you're in. And then people can also direct their negativity onto you, if they're aiming for you. Or you could just be in that general vicinity in that room, and then you'll pick up, oh man, I can feel their intentions over there. Oh, I'm walking in this room. The tension feels so thick. The air is so thick in this room. It doesn't feel good. So it's like, as an empath, you're going to absorb this stuff unless you're being intentional. And because we are just so open as an energy, we're constantly picking up on this. We're constantly sensing it. We're constantly processing it. And day in, day out, as an empath, as a highly sensitive person, that's going to require maintenance from you just so that you can feel like yourself when you're going about your day. Because other people that are not so open or tuned in, they're fine with absorbing things and feeling heavy and, internalizing and suppressing all this. But as an empath, we have to really be intentional with, again, what we're open to, what we're not open to, what we're tolerating, what we're choosing to associate with and give energy to. So remember, rest, it's not something you're supposed to earn. It's a requirement. It's necessary. So take this as your sign, empaths, that, because we just process so much more than others, do your grounding, do your aura cleansing, do your aura shielding, try to raise your vibration. But a lot of people, they tend to skip the obvious, which is rest. Resting is necessary so that we can connect with ourselves, rest, replenish, recharge, because we shouldn't allow these outside things, factors, and peoples to potentially influence us, drain us, and to attach to us. So I hope that this made a lot of sense to you. If this is something that you are experiencing day in and day out, just understand that rest is necessary. It's not something you have to earn. Make sure that you are addressing what you need, because, you know, I feel like rest is part of our self-care that a lot of us tend to overlook. And as empaths, it's so essential. We need to rest our mind. We need to, you know, deplug. Like, I feel like a lot of us empaths, we are so overwhelmed and so burnt out, and we're just so overstimulated that we are ignoring our rest until we are so absolutely burned out, until we feel like we have no choice, and then we're sick or whatever. So don't let that happen to you. We need more rest because we're just always tuned in and so open as an energy. This doesn't have to be this way, but just as a general rule of thumb, this is the way it is. So if you don't want to be as open to picking up on all these other people's stuff, all these places and all this residual and collective things, and you want to be more tuned into your energy and cultivating that and expanding your energy, then get into spiritual hygiene. Don't forget to comment down below. Let me know if this resonates with you. Like the video, subscribe so you don't miss any of my content. But thank you for watching. Blessed be.